All right, in an opinion written by Chief Justice Roberts, the Supreme Court struck down President Biden's student loan bailout plan. Now, he essentially said that Congress had not given them the authority, therefore it was unlawful. Now, the question is, could this be a lesson in the politics of the left for those who were banking on the Biden administration bailing them out? Now, keep in mind that this was announced right before the midterm election. I mean, this is kind of, this is what the left does. They essentially buy votes with your money. The question is, could this backfire on them? Joining me now to discuss this is Dr. Dave Brat. He's former congressman from Virginia and now the dean of the School of Business at Liberty University. Dr. Brat, welcome back to Washington Watch.
Hey, Tony, great to be on with you. Thank you.
All right, so let's dive into this. The Supreme Court, in an opinion written by the Chief Justice, essentially said the administration did not have the authority to do this. And so all of those who were waiting for the big government bailout, who had traded their votes for a political promise, well, guess what? They're going to have to start paying those bills.
Yeah, that's right. And, the article in the piece you shared is really incredible. There are so many falsehoods, right? Biden is a smart guy. He's got a very smart team around him. They know the Constitution of the Supreme Court. They know what that decision's going to be. And so the shocking thing the average person can't see, because we have not educated our young people in the arts and the rhetoric of politics properly, is that most of these things are lies, right? They know full well the Supreme Court's going to knock that down. Now he's holding out false hope again, like you said, offering up free goods. But the most brutal lies, they're not mistruths, they're not misstatements, they're total falsehoods, is implying that the Republican Party is still in charge of the economics. The opposite right now is true. The left is blessed with an abundance of riches now that has made them the new capitalist class, right? And so the Marxists, the thesis that, the workers are going to rise up against the capitalists, that thing's not so hot anymore. They own, metaphorically, but they control through ESG and other mechanisms. The left owns the Fortune 500 right now. They own all the big tech firms. They own all the major communication platforms. They own K-12. They own every major city in the United States. They own it. They're responsible for the outcomes. And so when they say that the Republicans in the Supreme Court, favoring the billionaires, boy, I wish I had a few billionaires in my class when I was running. And so, yeah, it's not just offering up stuff before elections. Everybody knows that. The left, I think, is in the inner cities, and our Hispanic brothers and sisters in the church are seeing through this smokescreen, and there's a new revitalization of a populist middle based on middle class and wanting to work hard and follow the American virtues. And so I think a bigger and bigger group is starting to see through that, the scam of promising goodies for votes.
We actually saw that in the midterm election with more and more of the minority vote from the Hispanic community and the African-American community, larger percentages going to Republican candidates.
Yeah.
The question is, could this have the same effect upon that younger demographic that has always been kind of golden ground for the left, although they don't turn out in high numbers, but they've often counted on them to make the difference. But, this promising but not delivering, this is, politics 101, a real lesson for those who listen to the promises of the left.
Yeah, you're right. They've been doing it a long time. They're very good at it. And, I hate to go at my own team, but it will only be successful as long as our team never grabs the microphone and explains these things, right? I was an economist for 20 years. Eric Hanushek is the best guy on economics of education in the world. He had the smartest guys give the simplest charts, right? For 50 years, educational spending's gone like that. And NAEP test scores have gone like this. They're flatter than a pancake. So spending's gone through the roof. It's up to, 16,000 plus per kid right now. And the kids can't read at the fourth grade level. They can't do math at the eighth grade level. There's only one other thing that goes up with that spending. And guess what that is? The number of administrators that work for the administrative state. And they're, they built up a gigantic political mechanism. The latest jobs report, by the way, the biggest sector of job growth was the government. So there's just too much information, right? If our team can't win with that abundance of information, we don't deserve to win. But you're not hearing anything. So come on, let's go. And these views are my own too. The whole views are just my own.
Well, the hope is what you said, that working class, that middle, the majority who understand the work is not just about a paycheck, right. But going back to even the Puritan work ethic, where it's a part of our extension of our worship of God, we want to do it. And we want to be treated fairly. And the policies of these two parties could not be more stark. Dr. Brat, out of time. Thanks for talking to us. Always great to see you.
Love it. God bless you, Tony. Keep doing what you're doing.